Hello and welcome to Moneycontrol. I'm your host Jerome Anthony and this is Editor's Take. Today we are going to talk about big news where a big Indian conglomerate has shown interest in buying stake in Air India. To tell you more about that, I have Moneycontrol's Ashwin Mohan. Hi and welcome to the show, Ashwin.
Hi, Jerome.
Ashwin, so can you tell us which is this company that is looking to buy Air India?
Well, this is really interesting because we're given to understand from our sources that diversified conglomerate, the Adani Group, is in fact weighing a potential bid for Air India. As we're all aware, the government has put 100% stake in Air India on the block. And we're given to understand from our sources that currently, Jerome, the deal is at a preliminary stage. They have engaged their advisors. They're evaluating the various pros and cons of such a complex deal because it is indeed going to be one of the biggest privatization exercises under the Modi regime. So there are a lot of clarifications also which the group would want regarding the entire bidding process. So that process is currently on, and the bidding date, the deadline for submitting the expressions of interest is 17th March. So they have some time, but they will definitely want to seek a few clarifications before taking a final call, Jerome.
Right, Ashwin. First time around, there weren't any takers. Nobody wanted to bid for Air India. What's the update here? I mean, why the interest from Adani Group?
Right. So, Jerome, the government clearly wouldn't want to repeat of what happened last time around. Last time around, it was a complete damn squib, no takers. Right. And that's the reason why they went back, they discussed with their advisors, and they went back to the drawing board. And now, this time around, they have relaxed various norms. A, they've cleaned up the entire balance sheet. A major part of the entire debt component that's been sort of taken care of. The remaining portion will be transferred to a special purpose vehicle. So that's extremely important. There's also relaxation as far as consortium is concerned about the minimum shareholding that a particular investor in a consortium can hold. So there's more flexibility. There's more bidding flexibility. And at the end of the day, it's a big bold move by the government to sell 100% stake. Right. Earlier, they were ready to sell only 76% stake, and that's what didn't get too many people excited. So this time around, what's different is that the rules are sweeter, and the government is hoping for some strong interest.
Okay. Ashwin, lastly, will there be any regulatory hurdles here?
This case is not directly related to the kind of scenario we are talking about because Adani, if you look at it, is in the airports business. It manages and operates airports. It's a new entrant in the sector. It's just last year that it won the bids for privatizing 6 airports. So therefore, it's a newbie to the aviation sector per se. Right. Let's keep that in mind. But what happened also last year was that there was a deal between a consortium led by Tata Group and GMR Airports, which fell through. And the reason why it fell through, Jerome, was because the Airports Authority of India opposed the deal. They said that if you're an existing airline, you can't hold stake more than 10% in a airport business because that's making it look like a backdoor entry. Now, this is a reverse scenario because Adani is an airport operator looking at buying out an airline. So these are certain complexities which could arise. But of course, as I said earlier, the government is more than willing to consider tweaks to the bidding process based on feedback, Jerome.
Thank you so much, Ashwin, for all these updates.
Right, Jerome.
With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Editor's Take. For more news, views, and updates, stay logged on to Moneycontrol. Thank you for watching.